Hi, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be doing a rose gold eyeshadow look with this palette here by W7. It's called Queen Bee All the Buzz eyeshadow palette. I'll just give you a quick, actually I've still got the plastic stuck to the back. Quick look at the back here. I have done a little YouTube showing the shades. It's a bit of a glare on here, and all of them come with like a all of them come with like a little applicator brush at the bottom, and I've got a lovely selection of sort of base matte colours, sort of neutral browns, and then if you can see closely, we've got this one colour here, which is the one I'm going to use for the sort of the main colour, which is the rose gold. You do have some lovely yellow golds and sort of standard golds here, so you've got some really nice versatile colours. So I'm going to go ahead and do one eye first, and just to make the video less long, and then I shall start filming for the second eye. Okay, so I've gone done I had to think about it, but my left eye, because it's shining back at me, is my right eye. So I'm going to go and do this eye in the same way. I just think it's easier than you guys having to watch the whole thing, so otherwise you'd be just skipping through it anyway. So first thing I'm going to do will just be to prime my eye with a concealer. I'm going to use the NYX, I think it's Studio Photogenic Concealer. I just pop that onto a brush and just pop that onto my eyelid, just to give something for the colour to stick to. And then I'm just going to buff that out. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead with this shade here, which is this light one, just to set that concealer. So what you want is one of these big brushes. This actually came with one of the W7 sets that I've got, and I'm just literally going to pop that over here, just so the concealer is no longer sticky. I just need two lots. This gives a nice clear base for your eyeshadow. So next I'm going to go ahead with a slightly bigger crease brush, and I'm going to start with this one here. Sorry, I've just broken the tin, actually I've just dropped it, which is not very good. I'll see if I can fix that, but right, it's actually easy to hold now. I'm going to go then in with this colour here, which is just like a very neutral cream colour. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with this shade here, which is just like a real neutral creamy, not as dark as a beige, just another base colour, just to blend top of that brow bone and the start of your crease. Sorry, I'm not really in the best position for the camera here. I'm just going to have a slight adjustment with my mirror. Right, I think that's better. Right, so yes, where was I? So yes, I was using this colour here. Just have a bit of a, I can actually see myself and the eyeshadow at the same time. It's just popping that colour all along. You can almost barely see it, but that means we've just got like a nudie brown before we start going any darker. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this shade here. It's third from the end. It's like a nice mid brown. It's not the darkest brown there, but I'm just going to go and start making this a little bit deeper in my crease. Still haven't quite mastered the mirror and the camera today. It seems to be a positioning bit, so if I've got my hand in front of my face, I do apologise. Right, I think that's better positioning now. I think you can see, and I can see my mirror, which is located behind the camera. It's all very well doing your makeup, but then doing your makeup and having your mirror in the right position and filming it is easier said than done. Right, so I think that's as much of the mid-brown that I want. And then I'm going to come in with a slightly smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this colour here, the one on the end. Now this one does pick up quite a lot of pigment, so you just be careful you don't put too much on the brush at the start, and just sort of take off any excess by just dotting it for a bit before you start doing your buffing motions, otherwise you might flick it everywhere. So almost just like place it into your crease before you start doing your blending, otherwise, like I said, you'll just be spraying the colour where you don't want it. And then in between this, I'm going to go back with this brush, which has still got a little bit of the medium brown colour, and just keep blending that, because it just means that the colour is more seamless and you can't see the obvious lines when you've gone to the darker colour. There's a bit more of the darker colour now. Same thing, just dotting the brush first. Do pull these stupid faces when I'm concentrating on them like that. Apologies for the state of my concentration face. I'm just going to go back with that bigger one again and just make sure that they are nicely blended. Haven't carved my eyebrows yet, so I can sort that bit out afterwards. Just going to do one more of the darker colour. I can't believe I've broken the tin. Right, so yeah, just a tiny bit more of this end colour, the dark one, just a little bit, just to make that a bit deeper. I'm not doing the lid because I'm going to go with the concealer anyway and put the glitter on, so you don't need to worry about doing this bit here because that's going a bit lighter. However, the glitter's not, I've decided not to do that right the way across, so I'm having like a half cut crease ish. I don't do really immaculate cut creases because my eyes are a bit wrinkly, so it never looks as perfect as some of those lovely young people who do it, but it's as good as I can get on my old eyes. So I do find a half cut crease is a lot kinder on my wrinkly lids. So to have a little look there then. Yeah, now what I'm going to do is use that same concealer that I used before and just going to pop that where I'm going to want the glitter. And I'm also going to put a bit more in the corner because then I'm going to get some more brown in there and it'll hold better. In fact, I'll do that bit first. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to pop some more brown onto there, which is the brush I used for that. trying to find, that's the one here. So just a short brush. I'm going to go and just pop some more of that brown, just to make the corners a bit more darker and dramatic. Sorry you can't see me again, I need to sort this out. Maybe I should do my right eye first and then do my left. I'll do the other way around next time. I'm probably sat in the wrong position today or something. So I came up to about there, so we're going back here. Just gives your eyes a little bit more depth to bring them out, opens your eyes out. So then I'm going back to that concealer, and then I'm going to do like a half cut crease. So I'm in the way again. Can't actually see what I'm doing. I should have the mirror on the other side for this eye. Excuse me, I shall just move it. Well, I've actually got it assessed now. I've got the mirror on the right side, so I've only filmed 3/4 of the video the wrong way. I don't know. I've been one of those days today. It's not the neatest, but we're using glitter, so it's not going to have a dramatic line on it anyway. So then what I'm going to use is the brush that actually came with the palette, which has got a applicator. Oh, might be in front of there. I'm having a nightmare today. A little sponge applicator on one end, and if my camera can focus, this kind of end here. So I'm going to use that for the glitter. And the glitter we're using is the rose gold one right before the darkest shade. And you're just going to sort of disturb the glitter a little bit, just by sort of pushing it a bit and then scooping, just to try and get quite a bit of that on the brush. Now I'm just going to pat that onto the wet concealer. And once I've got on as much as I can get with the brush, I'm going to use my fingertips to pick up a bit more. Excuse me while I tell my children to be quiet for a minute. They are shrieking away, and they've actually got their doors shut while they're doing their crazy gaming bit of time. Just popping it over that line a little bit, just so it's not so dramatic. Just kind of make sure that it looks like the other eye. Right, so as you can see, I've got quite a bit on the lid, but not much as that one. So what I did with the other eye is I just used my little finger and just rubbed it just like that into the glitter, and as you can see it picks up quite a nice amount. And then I'm just going to pop a bit more of that onto my lid. It just means that you're not going to splodge it everywhere because you've done most of it, whereas if you were going to put the whole lot on with your fingertip, it would look a little bit of a messy application. So we've done the neat bits, and it's just a case of just adding a bit more colour. And then you just keep your fingertip under that line and it's not going to go all over the top of your eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of a clean up just for a second, wash my fingertip, and then I'm just going to do the underneath of my eye. Okay, so I've had a little tiny clean up just in that corner because I was a bit fussy about it, and then now I'm going to do the bottom. So I'm just using an angled brush and I'm going back for that shade again there. Just doing underneath the eye. And then just taking the colour across just a tiny bit. And then just in the corner, I'm making a mess here, just in the corner, I'm going for the brush with a little bit of glitter on, just popping that there. Into the corner. And then just taking a blending brush again, sorry, fluffy brush, well, I'm going to blend just across underneath. Just to give the line a bit more of a natural edge. Okay, so right, what I'm going to do is going to pop some eyeliner on and some eyelashes, and then we can see how it looks with all of the bits and bobs on. Okay, so there we go, that's the eyes completely finished with eyeliner, and I've finished my face off as well. Eyeliner, eyelashes. The eyelashes I used, I just popped them away, are the Ardell Natural Multi-Pack, the Demi Wispies. They are really, really good. And what else have I used? I have used this here. I'm going to do a separate YouTube on it. I was just trying it out today. That's the Max Factor Miracle Contouring Palette. And I've used the Glow Illuminator as well. So I'm going to do a separate one on those just so we can focus on those products. But I've just had a little test of those today. So that's what we've done. We've done, just to recap, if I can open this tin, which I can't believe I broke. We started off with this colour here, which is the base colour, followed off by that one. Then I used this one. Then we darkened it with that one, and then we overlaid a glitter with that lovely rose gold one. So thank you very much for watching. Do leave me a comment in the comments section. Subscribe if you haven't done it already, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching.